Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, please like and subscribe to the channel for future content. Well, digging around on the internet regarding Star Wars for episode 9, I've come across a really good theory. It's actually from Reddit and it was posted by JP Vallo and it was just over a month ago. And he refers to the Shattered Empire comics, which came out in 2015, just a little over 2 months before The Force Awakens. And reading through the theory, I actually like it, and I think it would actually be really cool if this was what happened, and this is what J.J. Abrams was going for when he first done The Force Awakens. As we all know, he actually plotted out the entire trilogy with Kathleen Kennedy, even though she has actually come out now and said, we never done that. But we've seen interviews where JJ and Kathleen said, we know where we go and we have a faint outline of where to go. And we know for a fact that Rey had her parents already in line, because there's no way that you're making this massive trilogy of films, these billion-dollar movies, and you haven't got a clue who the parents are. You're not going to leave it alone. You're not going to be like, we'll just see where it goes if we get a sequel. We knew there was going to be a sequel. We knew that, in fact, there was going to be 2. We knew this was going to be a trilogy of films from the go, and obviously for something important like who's this girl and who are her parents, you're going to have that shit planned out. No doubt about it. But obviously Rian Johnson went off course. He went with his own, or that's probably the only thing that he actually took from J.J. Abrams was to try and throw the audience off. But so I'm just going to go through here, and what it is, he is actually saying that Rey is Leia's daughter and Poe Dameron's sister, which I think is brilliant, because in the Shattered Empire comics, Leia does actually have it's implied there's a fling with Kez Dameron, Poe's father, which I think that would be absolutely amazing. That would be brilliant. I do actually like that. And I have read the comic, but I didn't actually take it in, if that makes any sense, because 2015 was a massive year for myself. I had a lot of stuff going on and a lot of things, and I just read the comic just quickly, read, there we go, and discarded it. But coming back to it now, I've actually had a look at it again, because I do have it here, and I was like, shit, this could actually be right. And I think it'd be brilliant if it did happen. So we're just going to, this is what JP Vallo says. So let me dive deeper on this theory. In Chapter 4 of the Shattered Empire comic book, Luke takes Lieutenant Bay on a mission to retrieve some Force-sensitive tree that the Emperor had been studying that were taken from the Coruscant Jedi Temple. Luke knew about the existence of one of them, planning to use it in the new Jedi Temple himself, but the second tree he wasn't expecting, and so he decides to give the tree to Shara Bay. The last 2 pages of the chapter, we see Lieutenant Bay saying she had a husband and a son she rarely sees, and finally, the two planting the Force-sensitive tree outside of the new home. The son, probably inside the house, is no other than the Resistance best pilot, Poe Dameron. That's right, I'm proposing that Rey is Poe's sister. So, obviously we know that Rey was abandoned by her parents on Jakku while she was around 4 or 5 years of age. We see her in Luke's lightsaber vision scene, a transporter ship leaving the planet, and that Kylo tells her that her parents are nobodies, that traded her for some booze or water supplies or some other thing that would just make him dead in a ditch on Jakku. But I think that Kylo told her that just to make her feel more distant from the Resistance ideals, that she was also alone to embrace the dark side and join him in ruling the galaxy. In reality, he does know that she is in fact Poe's sister. After Poe has been captured by the First Order, he is interrogated to know where the map to Skywalker's location is. Then Kylo enters a room and searches his mind for answers. A few moments later, Finn escapes with Poe, all that stuff happens on Jakku, and then, when Finn and Rey disappear aboard the Vulcan and the bad news is given to Kylo, he reacts by asking, "What girl?" You know, like that, what girl?
What girl?
That soul line probably was the reason so many people thought she had some connection to Ben Solo, and obviously, if she is Leia's daughter, that also means that Kylo is her brother. So that could be one of why they have such a connection as well in episode 8, The Last Jedi, which, to be honest with you, I'm actually going to give that another go tonight. I haven't seen it since the cinema, so just over a year and a bit, and I just had so much hate for it at that time. When I watched it, it was a bit like how Simon Pegg was in Space with The Phantom Menace. You know, it just hurt, and it was just like, what have you done? But I'm going to give it a go tonight, actually, and I'll just report tomorrow on what I think of it. But so, yes, so this is what the Reddit has actually proposed, which I actually think is brand-fucking-tastic. If this is the point, this could be fantastic. You know, it could be brilliant. Rey is Poe's sister. Rey is Kylo's sister. It would just work. It would just be brilliant if this works out. However, I don't know if it will, but all we could hope that JJ is thinking, obviously, that could have been the plan from the beginning, you know, to throw him off in The Last Jedi, to say, no, actually, you don't know nothing, this is what you're doing, and in the third, go, ha ha, we fooled you. So, fingers crossed we get some answers when episode 9 opens up this year on the 20th of December. Go see it in IMAX. I'll be there midnight straight away. Thanks for tuning into the channel, and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you soon.